I personally got hyped about watching Naruto because of the Chunin exams. When I watched the fight between Rock Lee and Gaara, the Chunin exams in Naruto are one of the most important periods in a ninja's life. It is said that the reason why Chunin exams are held is to improve relations between the villages and the shinobi by achieving their goals. However, the real reason for its creation is to show other villages their military might through young and talented ninjas. Two of the biggest prodigies in Naruto history are Itachi and Minato. Thanks to the novels that are dedicated to him, we know a lot about Itachi's Chunin exams. However, we know almost nothing about Minato's Chunin exam. This is the topic I want to talk about today, but before I start, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more. I hope all of you have a great day. Let's start the video. Well, it's safe to say that when the Chunin exams arc started, that was the time when the Naruto manga really took off. In fact, a lot of people think that the Chunin exams is the best arc in Naruto. The thing about these exams, especially when it comes to ninja exams, is that there are bound to be records that are made and, by extension, records that are broken. In Part 1, Naruto and Gaara broke existing records. Naruto is the first ninja to pass the Chunin exams with a blank test. Besides Naruto, in Part 1, Gaara also broke the Chunin exams record. In Naruto Chapter 57, we learned that Gaara, Temari, and Kankuro set the record for getting through the Forest of Death in 1 hour and 37 minutes, which was stated in Chapter 58 as being a full 4 hours faster than the previous record holder. From Anko's words, we know that the Forest of Death is full of dangerous animals and poisonous plants. Gaara's team got out of the forest without a scratch, which is a really big feat. Besides Naruto and Gaara, the one who made a name for himself during the Chunin exams is Itachi Uchiha. He holds 2 Chunin exam records. The first one comes from the first exam, which is a written test. As we all know, the written exam for the Chunin exam requires a ninja to gather the correct answers to the test by cheating without being caught. However, in the first Itachi novel, we learn that Itachi managed to complete 90% of the test before the 10th question was even given. He did all of that with his sheer intelligence, without cheating. From Sasuke and Sakura, we know that the questions given in the test were too complicated and complex for the Genins to answer, and this shows us how impressive Itachi's feat during the written test really was. Another record that Itachi set during this exam was that he managed to get through the Forest of Death in 5 hours and 37 minutes. The thing that makes this feat impressive is that, unlike any other Genin, Itachi took this exam all alone, without his team. And the reason for that was that his teammates had only just graduated from the academy and weren't ready for this exam. Also, unlike other geniuses, Itachi was much younger compared to them, and this is exactly the thing that makes this feat even more impressive. However, besides Itachi, one of the best prodigies in Naruto's history was Minato Namikaze. Just like Itachi, he also holds his own Chunin exams record, which has not been broken yet, and it is the highest test score taken in the written exam. We know this from the fact that in the first Itachi novel, it is stated that Itachi's test scores were the highest since Minato and were second in history, only behind Minato Namikaze. Unlike Itachi's Chunin exams, we know nothing about Minato, and today I will try to assume how it went down. Well, we don't know if Minato took the test alone or not, but I assume he took it with his teammates. The only time we saw other members of Team Jiraiya besides Minato was during Hiruzen's flashback. We know that every student of Jiraiya was a legendary ninja and a respectable leader of their villages. At some point, Minato, Naruto, Yahiko, Konan, and Nagato were all of their village's leaders. Other members of Jiraiya's team may not be as young as Jiraiya's other students, but I assume they could be in the same power league as Jiraiya's other students. Besides Minato's teammates, I also think that Kushina took the exams as well. A lot of people don't know, but she was a super strong kunoichi, and I am sure she also passed the exams. Maybe achieving success in the exams was the reason why Tsunade was interested in Kushina in the future. I have made a separate video talking about Kushina, analyzing her powers and abilities. If you're interested, check the description. Well, when we think of the strong ninjas at Minato's time, Fugaku and Mikoto come to mind. Sasuke and Itachi's parents might have taken part in the exams at the same time Minato and Kushina did, but when I compared their ages, they did not really match up. Mikoto died at the age of 35. Sasuke was 7 or 8 when that happened. That means Mikoto was 27 or 28 when Sasuke was born. Kushina was 24 when Naruto was born. Naruto and Sasuke are the same age. That means Mikoto was 3 or 4 years older than Kushina. They were unlikely to have been classmates, since Mikoto was 3 or 4 years older than Kushina. I assume Mikoto was more of Kushina's kunoichi mentor and a comrade she went on missions with. A similar case seems to be with Fugaku and Minato. Minato and Kushina are the same age. They were both 24 when Naruto was born, while Fugaku was 32 years old. He is 8 years older than Minato, and I am sure he would have taken the exams much earlier than the 4th Hokage. So who would take the Chunin exams during Minato and Kushina's time? Previous generations of Ino Shikacho, Shikaku Nara, Inoichi Yamanaka, and Choza Akimichi are all the same age. All three of them were 25 when Minato died. They are only a year older than Minato, and I think it's highly possible that they all took this exam at the same time. When the Chunin exams are in the series, we can see that not only one, but several other villagers are participating in it. However, this could not be the case during Minato's Chunin exams. Villages originally held their own individual exams, and it became open to all villages only after the Third Great Ninja World War, with villages taking turns hosting responsibilities. Which means Minato and the other Hidden Leaf Genins during that time had not fought ninjas from other villages. But let's say hypothetically, if the exams were open for every other village during Minato's time too, against whom would he have to fight? Well, looking for ninjas from Minato's generation was tougher than I expected. There are not a lot of ninjas who share his age with him. However, there are still a handful of them, so we can assume that they were taking their own Chunin exams by the time Minato was taking his. Let's start with the Hidden Stone Ninjas. I assume the two ninja who took the Chunin exams at the same time as Minato are Kitsuchi and Han. Kitsuchi was 14 when Minato took the exam, and it is a pretty normal age for taking exams, since during part 1, the whole cast was 13 or 14 when they were taking the exam. Kitsuchi taking the exam at the age of 14 is not something unrealistic. Having been appointed as a 2nd Division commander of the Allied Shinobi forces, Kitsuchi is an undoubtedly highly skilled and competent shinobi. Another Hidden Stone ninja who I think is from Minato's generation is Han, the Jinchuriki of the Five Tails. We don't know his age, but what we do know about his background is that, according to the 4th Naruto databook, during the 3rd Shinobi World War, Han became known worldwide for his prowess with the steam ninjutsu. Just like Minato, he became worldwide famous. Based on that, I believe we can assume Han is the same age as Minato. The next village is Hidden Sand. The ninjas who I think took the Chunin exams during that time are the 4th Kazekage Rasa, who is exactly the same age as Minato, Sasori, and Pakura. Rasa was a very powerful shinobi, as evidenced by his title of Kazekage. He could even subdue a fully released tailed beast like Shukaku. Sasori was a very powerful shinobi. He was able to defeat and kill the 3rd Kazekage, the strongest ninja in Suna's history. His use of his puppets was greatly feared throughout the 3rd Shinobi World War as he turned the sand red with blood, giving him the nickname Sasori of the Red Sand. Pakura was a renowned kunoichi whose skills earned her enough fame during her life that Kabuto chose to reincarnate her to fight for Akatsuki. The next village is Hidden Mist, and the only ninja who I assume took the exams during Minato's time is Yagura, who was once the most powerful shinobi in his village, which led to his election as the 4th Mizukage. He also mastered Isobu's power at a young age, becoming a perfect Jinchuriki. And the last village from the Great Five is Hidden Cloud, and the only ninja I can think of is Killer Bee, who, as the guardian of Kumo and having long since mastered his unique powers, is an extremely powerful shinobi, able to single-handedly overwhelm the entire Team Taka, consisting of other dangerous fighters. As a child, he accomplished missions by himself that were meant to be executed as a team with his partner A, causing him to note that his younger brother had more talent than he did. You could assume that the 4th Raikage could also take the exams during that time, but as it was seen in the flashback, Raikage is much older than Killer Bee. We've seen very little of Minato's backstory, and I'm really disappointed. I hope someday we will get a spin-off about it and see his story before becoming the Hokage. Anyway, I guess this is all for today. I hope this video was informative. What do you think about Minato's Chunin exams? Let me know in the comments. Like this video and turn on notifications for more.